Hello and welcome. Here we go again. More stuff from China. In here we have a musical Christmas tree. So let's start by unpacking. Got a lot of LEDs there and resistors. Okay, power lead. What I assume to be some sort of baseboard and a battery holder. I'll put that over to one side. So, from what I can tell, don't know if that goes like that, or like that, or like that, or like this, or like the other. Kind of makes sense for it to go that way. Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, we got that. And unfortunately, at this point in time, no instructions. So this is going to be very much a case of make it up as you go along. So this could be quite a fun build. I think there's a brand on here, look. This EEQKIT Equit. So I'm just going to have a quick Google and see if we can find anything. Google wins. It's done a much better job than the people that sold it me. And quite amazingly, the instructions are in English. So it's telling us to separate off all of the boards. And we've got to make some joins in them. So there's nothing here, you know. Oh yeah, there we go, look. So they have sort of weakened the board. So they do come apart. So I'm not going to make you sit and watch me disassemble all of these. To separate everything we've done. Now it wants us to weld, but 11A to 11B. So when we're joining these together, they're only going to join one way round. It's got the writing facing up on both sides here. H to H. Oh look, there's letters there, look, see? The letter M and the letter H there. And it wants us to solder just the outside tracks, but ignore the inside ones. So we'll do that first of all. I think I'm going to get a bit of thicker solder I'll be using for some of the stuff I've done today. It'd be nice if I could to get these to line up. Oh, you swine. My soldering iron's gone to sleep on me. So it wants us to join these two together here with some solder. Like this. Just sort of link that across there. A bit rough in my opinion, but maybe when we put some of the rest of the structure in, it will strengthen it. Let's line them up there. Do the same here. Okay, wait for that to cool off. Okay, what's the next stage? Okay, the next stage is to weld T1s and T5s, and T7s and T9s to the one with the 11. So this one's 11. So okay then, let's put that other one to one side. So this one's a T5. That tells me that goes up here. Now what I have noticed, which could be of help to all of you out there, is that these have all got letters on them. As I'm putting together, I'm noticing letters. So we've got an A to A there, B to B, so we've used a B. Let's put that one out the way. We've used the A. Okay, this one's got a letter D, so it must go there. This one's got a letter F to go there. This one's got a G to go there. This one's got a G, we've already fitted one of them. This one's got a C, so we need a C. It's going to go there. So these other long ones we're not going to do again because we've already used them. So we want an E to a K to go here, look. Oh no, they're all E to K. So these actually all say E to K. So this one's a T3. So that goes there. Okay. This one's a 3. So that's going to go there. Oh look, that's got a Q on that end and a G on that one. This one's a 2. So a 2 goes here. E to K. That one I don't need. So we're looking for, that's an E to K there. But if we flip it over, it becomes an E to Q. Okay. So we want 2 short ones for the top. One's going to go here like this. And one's going to go here like this. So basically now what I've got to do is solder all of that in place. I'm going to speed some of this up for you peeps. Okay, so I'll come back now. It's 20 minutes later. I've done this one side. So what I've got to do now is just go across this and link everything on the back here. We're going to put LEDs on, so let's have a look in this packet and see what goodies we can find. I'll shut that up because that's just annoying. So okay, we have a button, power switch, three different values of resistor. Hopefully the board's marked. A couple of screws. A board, which I'm assuming is a sound generator. some step offs here, look. Transistors, LEDs, capacitors, a little speaker, a couple of diodes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get something, pop these in it, and then I'm going to come back to you. So when we look at this now, the next thing it wants us to do is fit LEDs, and it's telling us the long pin is positive. So let's have a look at this and have a look for a positive and a negative. Okay, so on here there is a plus and a minus. So we've got a plus there, plus there, plus there. So I think what it's saying is put them through, bend them over. I have to say I'm not entirely sure what this is going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the box it came in, and I'm just going to set this up so it's just off the surface and put these LEDs in 2 at a time, and just pop a bit of solder on them. Yeah, that solder's not very nice. That's that part done. I'll trim them off and we'll have a look at the next bit. So that's those 2 parts made. So now we're going to have a look at this board here. So we've got a 10k resistor, 220 resistor. I only see 10k and 220, but there's 3 different lots. So let's just check this out. Yeah, I've got 3 different values here. So so the 220 is red, red, brown. That's them. That is R7 to R12. Let's do them first as per the instructions. So that's red, red, brown. By the looks of it, yeah. And these are the 220s. So anywhere on the board that it says 220 ohms. Oh, there's 470s on here as well. I'm going to put one of these in. One, two, three. Okay, that feeds into there. Let's solder them up. Now, it is nice that the instructions for this are in English and not Chinese. Okay. Snip, snip time. Now, this one here, I'm not happy with the amount of solder on it, so I'm just going to give it a little more. There we go. Okay, so the next resistors we're looking for is 13 and 14, and that is the yellow, purple, brown, and that is a 470 ohm. That's these. Now, what's kind of interesting with this board is it is mirrored. So one 470 will go here. One 470 will go here. Like thus. Okay. Put that up, tidy that off. Now, obviously, these are going where they're going because there's only 10k resistors to go in the circuit now, so, and it says brown, black, orange, which is what these are. Okay, flip them over and we'll solder them in. Okay. So I've trimmed them off. So we're going to put 2 diodes in next. So we'll go into our little tray and find these 4007s, and that's what we're going to fit next. Let's shut that up for a minute. It's got a plus sign on it, but when you look at it, there's a little line there. The line on the diode goes to that, and is also, the plus is the opposite end to the line that they're marked up. Kind of not true. It's a little bit naughty actually, because when you make a bridge rectifier, where the line is would be the positive. So what they've actually provided us with identification wise is slightly incorrect, but you know, whatever. Okay, snip snip. Snippity snip snip. So diodes. Now we're going to put 1 capacitor in. Now this capacitor doesn't care which way round it goes, which is capacitor 7. Which is a 104 picofarad. Now, intriguingly, this looks like this is where this board is going to go. So I'm not going to cut the legs off it yet, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be using them to join that up. So let's just leave that. Electrolytic capacitors, they're all the same. There's going to be 6 of them. So they're going to go into these. Long wire is the positive. So try and tuck them over like that, look. Flip that. Tidy them up. Nah, they're okay. Okay. Have them away for tidiness. And again, 3 here. These are going to be the timing for the flashing of the lights. So it looks like it's got 6 independent light flashing circuits, which is kind of cool. One, two. Come on. What I've just noticed is where the transistor's got to go. Somehow I've managed to get some solder into 2 of the holes. So I'm just going to solder mop them out before I go any further. Put the transistors in. So there's no real instructions on these, however there's a flat side and a rounded side, and that's drawn on the board. So I am going to make the assumption that that's how they're going. Now that one capacitor's escaped a bit, hasn't it? I might like to tidy that up a bit. That one that's escaped there, all I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the back here and I'm just going to heat the 2 legs up and just pop it through a bit more. Okay, there we go. Last couple. Just trim them off. I've actually forgot to solder the ones on the other side as well, so we'll do that now. Okay, I'll cut them off. So I've left these on because I'm kind of a little bit suspicious. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is fit the DC socket. This goes here. 3 pins in, out and ground. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, unlike earlier where I was trying to link the bloody things together. Come on, behave yourself, thank you. That just linked itself together. Okay, DC socket. What we're doing next, we're now going to put the switch in. Switch 1 and switch 2. I believe that one of these turns the general thing on and off, and I believe that one of them turns the noise on and off. So let's put these in. Like that. And we'll go back here and do the same here. Now looking at this, I think this will be the one that turns the music on and off. Switch. Buzzer. Okay. Where's the buzzer? So put the buzzer in. Install triode in mel situ. Step 1. The triode pin. What's triode? The only thing I can sort of think is that goes there, but that shows. Oh, oh, there's one different component, which is an 8050. It looks like I've potentially made a mess up. 901. So what I've done is one of these is the wrong part. I found it. So yeah. Bit of a mistake there by me. So there's one transistor that's different, which is a 8050, which is that one there, and I managed to install it as a 901. I didn't notice there was a different transistor. So yeah, off we go. Put that back into there. So it wants this one here to sit through here. It's not connected to this board, but it's going to go onto this board. So this board here is going to go on here with 3 pins sticking through. Yeah. Slightly out of alignment here. One, two. Just sort of try and square them up a little bit, because they've got to go into these first 3 pins like this. That was very fiddly. However, I believe that it was very fiddly partly because I messed up. So, okay then. Let's solder this to here. Right, so then it wants us to link to here, that one to there, that one to there. Now it says to use the leg, well, shows to use the legs that you've got already, but obviously I've cut the legs off here. So what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of legs I've saved because I thought I might need them. No, not really. They're just some legs off some of the other bits that I've cut off. And I'm going to solder them onto the board like this. And I'm going to bend them down thusly. Solder them into place. And I can cut off the excess. Them two connected up. It wants the left hand pin, the one pin of this wiring up, so this pin here we're going to cut off, and this pin here is going to go to the end one here. So I'm just going to cut that off, push that into place, and then we'll solder that onto there. So that's the little audio bit wired in. The next thing we're going to do is push LEDs through nylon spacers. Okay. I wondered how we were going to hold these in place. The long one being the plus. So I'm going to say that this is going to be its legs. Okie dokie, let's put them through. It says to turn it over. So it wants me to bend these through 90 degrees. Cut off the excess. I think he wants me to go through the board, but that ain't going to happen. Well, let's try that. Definitely a very intriguing design. So again, I appear to be doing things on my phone. Well, like many people around this time of year, the board appears to have got itself into a state where it's legless. One of the legs has fallen off. I'll put that back in place in a minute. Okay, so again, solder it on. And finally, last one. Nip it off, push that down, nip it off, push it down. So we'll solder that into place now, look. Thank you. Okay, welded them in place like it tells me. Now it wants me to put the battery wires through. Weld the battery wire off and then screw the battery down. Do I really want to screw that down to there and then have to join it back on? In my opinion, I believe that I want to put this into place before I put that on. So, okay then, we're going to assemble these now. One up, one down. Okay. Like that. Hopefully you can still see that. I've just used that to hold it in place. Pretty much the instructions are weld everything. Okay, that's one of the little quarters done. I'm now going to move around and I'm going to do this one here in the same manner. What I was concerned about with the battery was that I might need to solder this from underneath, but actually it's not being too bad as far as assembly is concerned. So there we go. Then we've got these joints in here that we've got to make. I'm assuming that every quarter of a turn will be the same. to swap for some thicker solder. Okay. This bit is actually not too bad. Because you're actually able to get it into a position where you can get some solder down there. So the final thing it wants me to do is put another LED in here with my pluses and my minuses. So there's a light on the top. So we can get them through here. And what I've done, bending them, I'm going to have a little look, see. There we go, look. That's what it wants us to do, is to put a little light on the top of the tree. So we'll just solder that in place. I do hope that was meant to solder to there. Oh well, you know what, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. If not, we'll come back and check that, because that's a point at which I could have got something wrong. So I'm now going to put this battery holder on that it was on about earlier. Because now I'm at a point that I'm confident that it's the right thing to do. So hopefully that will line up. So we've got two screws here and 2 bolts. So I understand now why it said to do it in that order. I have caused myself a little bit of a headache and a little bit of a problem. I'll wrestle with that later. I think the best thing we can do with this is plug it into 5 volts and see what happens. I'll put the battery holder separate because that's how I'm going to use it, rather than trying to get it on and take it off. Let's see what happens. Let's put some batteries in. Okay. Well, that is kind of slightly cool. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to turn the lights off and you can have a look at this in all of its coolness. Well, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and please subscribe.